Hi everyone. So today we have Poonam Malani Sabu, a financial consultant, and she has been doing this since 16 years. And today we're going to have a great chat with her. So welcome, ma'am.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Okay, that's great. It's so good to have you here.
Thank you. It's my honor.
So let's talk about finance.
Yeah.
So since you are in this field since 16 years, what was the moment that made you feel like, yes, I want to pursue this thing and I want to help people financially?
Honestly speaking, Wealthcraft was crafted here for people by observation and through my passion also. I have seen many people earning money, very hard earning money, and they don't know how to protect or save their money. People are randomly investing their money, and at the time of utilization of their money, they are at a financial crisis. This made me think that let's create something which empowers to save money and to create a wealth for their future and for their secured future.
Okay, that's great. So, if you could trace back to a time when you had the first interaction with money, or you saw someone spending recklessly, and then you wanted, and then you felt like you could improve. If you could just share one instance.
I'll tell my personal experience. Initially, when I came into this field, I was just chasing investment. I was just chasing to sell products. At that time, I realized many of my friends, my family are doing much better than me. That time, I realized that I'm doing something wrong. I need to understand. I learned new strategies. I digged into this field deeply. And then I understand by a disciplined manner, you can work properly, your money can work properly for you, and you can create and generate a good wealth. That time I realized that you have to be very disciplined at the time of financial management.
Okay. So, could you just take us through your journey at Wealthcraft, how it started, what you used to do in the initial stages of Wealthcraft, and now what are your.
Initially, I was just doing for myself. The investment plannings I was just doing for myself. Then I did for my family. As I got a confidence about this, I was able to explain to my friends, my family about investment plannings and what is the importance of investment planning. That time I realized that my friends are very happy by my knowledge and they wanted me to share their knowledge publicly. So that was the time when I started Wealthcraft on public demand.
Okay, that is great. So, could you tell us about reels? So, these days we see a lot of reels on Instagram about finance, and a lot of people actually go through them and they take that advice from there, and then they might implement it. So, what would you like to tell the younger generation who is actually more into reels?
Yeah, people who are doing reels, they are also, many of them are of financial background. But I feel that you should understand what are the things, what are the concepts they are telling in the reel. But 100% you have to do a back homework also, that you should understand, is it really worth for you? Is that a necessity for you or not? Because there are thousands of reel coming in this field and people get attracted to this reel. But you should understand the importance, the value of these reels and should implement it by doing your back homework.
Okay. So, if we could tell the audience about SIP investments, what would you just say for someone who's just starting out in their life?
For a person who is about approximately in the Gen Z one, like 25 or 30 years, I would 100% say to the Gen Z or the age group of 25 to 30 years people that they should start early, because early the better, and they can accumulate or generate wealth at a long time, and they could have a better future and a secured one. Rather than spending on anything, you should start a small amount of investment from your earnings. You should start a small amount a small amount can create a big difference in their future.
So what would be that amount for anyone who's
Anything like if they are earning something approx 20K, then they should at least invest 20% of their investment for savings.
okay? So what do you think? How much does financial independence matter for a woman as compared to a man? Like,
100% it matters a lot. Imagine I'm giving you an example of a lady in India going out and buying a house. That is a big thing. That is a big milestone for any lady. This just shows a financial empowerment in the lady. Gives a right decision. They have a freedom to choose whatever they want. They have a freedom to choose and plan their money accordingly. That gives them really a big self-confidence. And 100% ladies too, the woman in this era should 100% invest or start taking financial decisions rather than thinking that it is just a man's job.
right, that's actually a very good insight that you shared. So, when you started Wealthcraft, what did you think were the core principles that you wanted to build this brand with?
For me and for Wealthcraft, we personally believe that clarity, discipline, and trust. These are the three things which are the foundation. Clarity means you should make the clients clear where they are investing, where each and single money is going investing. Discipline is to plan a structured goal plan for their future and not chasing the coming trends, the short-term trends which are coming. And trust is very important. If you don't have a trust between your client, there is nothing. So, in a disciplined manner, planning your money or planning your wealth in a right asset class and in a disciplined manner is important.
Okay, so for people who want to reach out to Wealthcraft, how do they do that?
They can reach out to me from my Wealthcraft page, or they can connect to me with the number.
So where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
Yeah. I, as a Wealthcraft founder, would see myself as a big brand in wealth management company, where families or my clients are very happy, and they are able to generate wealth or create wealth with a proper planning. They are happy to discuss money matters openly. And people should say after 5 years that Wealthcraft changed my perspective of my money and saved my future.
Oh my God, that is such a beautiful thought.
Yeah.
So, many women hesitate to invest. So, how do they start with confidence? What can they do?
I don't think women hesitate to invest. I think your mother or your grandmother or had almost have started investment, and you must have learned from them only that how to invest. They must have invested in small things like FDs or postal schemes, or maybe buying a gold or keeping money in the utensils. That was their familiar way.
Yeah.
But now the trend is changing, the era is changing. So these people, the women, should be knowing the investment opportunities available in the market, which can give potentially high returns. So planning and giving them knowledge about this is very important. So they can change from their familiar ways to the current era.
Okay. So,
investment.
if we take an example related to this, if a woman has 100 rupees, so how can she just start investing it?
See, if she has 100 rupees, 100%, initial 10% or 20% of that 100 rupees should be kept as an emergency fund, because you never know where the emergency fund comes. The rest, she can, next 20%, she can keep for her health or medical safety. Then the 60% she can keep for savings.
Okay. So, do you think saving is a better option, or putting the money in FDs, or investing?
See, it's not like FDs or other investment assets are not good, but everybody have their risk profile. According to their risk profile, they have to plan their strategies of investment. Maybe a elder person, a senior citizen can get a good returns in FD, but a younger generation like a Gen Z of 20 to 25 years have a good opportunity in other asset classes where they can get more returns than FD.
Okay, so basically, I think you're trying to say that Gen Zs are risk takers, and
100%.
so what do you think? Who all can afford to take risks, and who all should?
At least the age gap from 20 years to 30 years, 35 approximately, they can take a risk because they have a good secured income, they have a good secured job, or maybe they can have a good opportunities in the future. But if you're telling about a senior citizen, they need their wealth, they need their security first, and then a wealth generation.
Okay, so okay, a very important question. Why is Wealthcraft focusing more on youth and women empowerment?
After COVID, I have seen there is a huge increase in youth and women as an investor. There are many mobile applications, there are many mobile tools which is accessible to them, and they are getting attracted to them. But the biggest challenge is that if these investors like women or youth get a setback at an early age, they would stop investment. They would stop entering in the field of investment. So it's important to guide them, plan them, and make them understand and give them a knowledge how to invest and where to invest. That is very important. Wealthcraft is proud that they are sharing their knowledge, their success stories to these new investors so that they can learn from their mistakes and build a good wealth and build a secured future.
Okay, so how would you guide someone who approaches you for their financial planning? So, say a woman in her 30s just comes to you and she wants to start investing and she's never done it before. So, how will you proceed?
It depends upon the person to person. Like if the person, if a woman who is coming to me has a different, I will just check their goals, their risk profile, and accordingly, I'll plan their investment strategies. It is not like a same strategy for you is similar to me. It will be different to each and everybody, depending upon their risk profile, their goals, their approaches to market, everything.
So anybody with a minimum amount of money can also approach?
100%. A nominal amount of 1,000 rupees can also be an investment opportunity for anybody.
Okay, that is actually a very good point for people who have just started earning.
Yes, 100%.
So, what is your dream for the future?
I want a financial planning sector to grow very much, and people openly talking about money matters and comfortably discussing their issues and their knowledge and their success story to each one of them. So it should be a household topic. It should be a household person. Everybody in the house should discuss about it openly rather than just discussing between the elder people of the family.
Oh my God. Okay, that is a beautiful thought. So, you want the stigma to end. You don't want people to not talk about money. Shy away from it.
100%. If you are talking openly and you are discussing your stories, people learn from your stories where they have made a mistake or maybe where they have successfully done it. So it is very important to discuss so that you share your knowledge with others.
So do you think positive thinking can also lead to attraction of money?
Surely, but 100% discipline planning is important.
Okay. So, no, nowadays a lot of people are going through manifestation reels, watching abundance content. So that mindset,
yeah, you should have a positive approach. If you're coming to me with a negative thought like सच्ची होगा क्या, ये investments कर पाऊंगी क्या, ये अगर आपका पहला ही thought है, तो I think you will get stuck somewhere or the other. With a positive approach and with the right direction, you can gain success.
Okay. Okay, guys. So we're going to have a rapid fire round with ma'am, and we're going to ask her some really engaging questions. So let's see how she answers. So let's go.
Yes.
First question, gold or real estate?
Gold for liquidity and real estate to accumulate wealth for your future generations.
Okay. Long-term investment or short-term investment?
On your thought, like short-term investment for emergency funds and long-term investment for your future security.
Okay. So risk taker or safety keeper?
Risk taker, of course, Gen Z, they can take a risk because they have a long span of time for accumulation of wealth. And safety keepers, of course, for the senior citizen to keep with a secured future.
Investment or securing your life?
Investment, there are many assets classes where you can invest, but for securing your life, only insurance.
Okay. So a very good question. Purchase a luxury brand or purchase a luxury brand stock?
Purchase a luxury brand stock, of course, because it can create wealth, and purchase a luxury brand to for show off only.
Stock picking or SIP?
Stock picking to generate a portfolio for your long term, and SIP, of course, to generate wealth.
Okay. That was great. It was so nice meeting you.
Thank you.
We had a beautiful conversation, so many insights. Thank you so much for sharing your knowledge.
Thank you. It is an honor. Thank you for calling me at WowSet.